Hey everyone, what is going on? So we have another shoutcast in the Open Great League today, taking a look at a beautiful shiny Shadow Pincers. So, funny enough, this is the only shiny Shadow I have. I have two shiny Shadow Pincers, haven't gotten another one. That's beside the point. Doesn't really matter, I don't collect the shiny Shadows, but I'm just saying. And we're also looking at Skarmory and Diggersby. So this is a double Nuke Diggersby. We have Earthquake and Hyper Beam, so no Fire Punch. So let's see how things play out. Looks like the opponent is going to be able to catch a move. Catch the X Scissor with what? I didn't see what came in. Going to be Galarian Stunfisk. Nice catch by the opponent. In comes Diggersby. Obviously this is a good matchup. This is a great matchup. So you probably just let it go. Yep, going to let this go. And it's going to be Earthquake. That's totally fine. Still does a lot of damage. I don't know if this one is XL'd or not. But either way, does do a lot of damage. Earthquake will be enough to KO. And in comes Superior. Will Superior be hit with this Hyper Beam? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. The thing is, they might not actually shield this because they're going to be able to take a Fire Punch. This might hit that Superior. Oh no, they do shield it. Wow. Did they call the Hyper Beam? That was crazy. I would have went for the Hyper Beam as well because Fire Punch wouldn't have KO'd, obviously. Either way, Blastoise is coming in. Out comes Pinsir. So Pinsir will be KO'd if it does not shield. It does not shield, saving those shields for Skarmory, which I think is the correct play. Gonna go ahead and shield now. Might as well use the shields now against Blastoise, so then Skarmory can do really well against Superior, because Skarmory, for the most part, walls Superior. Not for the most part, it does wall it. So we're going to see a Sky Attack, and we're going to see a Farm Down, likely, yep. And you can just get to a Sky Attack, or a Brave Bird, honestly. Because Sky Attack I don't think KOs, but Brave Bird will KO and just take these hits, or you could shield it. Since you have one shield, you could. Anyway, going for the Sky Attack, this probably KOs. Let's see. Even if it doesn't matter, but it does KO. Okay, cool. So able to KO, able to take that one. So very nice win. Yeah. So I do kind of like the double Nuke moves on Diggersby. I do like having that bait move, Fire Punch as well. But Hyper Beam, people are not going to expect. So that Superior, I did not think was going to shield that. Even though Fire Punch is super effective, it still can survive it. So Pinsir in against Skarmory, definitely a bad matchup. Going to go ahead and switch into their own Skarmory. Okay, so obviously if you have Fire Punch and Diggersby, it's not going to do much against Skarmory either. So we do see a Sky Attack, and the opposing Skarmory is still staying in. No, they switched into Galarian Stunfisk. I'm actually surprised they stayed in that long, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and see this Brave Bird come out. Going to be doing quite a bit of damage. So we're going to see, alright, Rock Slide. Even though the Skarmory is debuffed, it shouldn't KO. It almost does, but it doesn't. Another Brave Bird coming out, so this Skarmory will be able to get the Galarian Stunfisk at least pretty low, but not enough to KO, obviously. And we're going to see a Farm Down, so yeah, going to bring in this Diggersby, and Diggersby is definitely going to look to farm all the way down. Going to go ahead and shield this after seeing how much Earthquake did last battle. So we're going to go ahead and shield that and just farm all the way down, so very nice. And now let's see what comes in. Let's see if a Hyper Beam can land. Let's see if an Earthquake can land. We'll see. The opponent does have two shields. They bring in Polytoad, going straight Hyper Beam. I don't know. Let's see. I mean, if they call the Earthquake, they still might shield. They do shield. So, nice shield by the opponent. I really want to see a Hyper Beam land. I really do. So, Weather Ball coming out. Not good. Not good. That's going to do a lot of damage. Switching in. But unfortunately, the opponent does have Skarmory. And Skarmory is going to be able to get off the Sky Attack. And because, as I said, Diggersby does not have Fire Punch, it really doesn't have any play against Skarmory. So this is definitely a good game. But nonetheless, nice try. Let's see how much Hyper Beam does. The opponent may shield, but if they don't, we'll see how much it does. They do not shield. That actually still does a lot. But it was still nice to see how much it did. So well played. Unfortunately, had a bad lead, was not able to win that, but that is okay. We're going to go ahead and move into the next one. The Shiny Shadow Pinsir, really cool to see Pinsir as well. Really like the Pokemon. So Altaria, okay, not a good matchup. We're going to see a switch. Looks like we're not seeing one right now. That Dragon Breath damage definitely adding up. We're going to see an X Scissor. Will the opponent decide to shield? If they don't know Pinsir's moveset, no shield by the Altaria. The Altaria is just going to farm all the way down. But to be fair, I mean, Pinsir is still dishing out a decent amount of damage. Okay, so it does go down. I think I don't know. I think I would have switched into Diggersby, but obviously Diggersby under normal circumstances doesn't have play against Altaria. but because this one has Hyper Beam, it actually does have play against Altaria. But anyway, in comes Deoxys. So going to go ahead and switch in after charging up into Diggersby. Diggersby is going to go ahead and take this hit. Now, this is going to be Psycho Boost. Okay, going to be neutral. So that's good, actually, for the Diggersby because that lowers the attack of Counter, and Counter is super effective. So we're going to see another Psycho Boost, and that's okay. Trying to get to the Hyper Beam, another Psycho Boost. I don't think the Deoxys will shield this coming up. I really don't, because they're debuffed, right? They're debuffed multiple times, so I really don't think they'll shield this. And yeah, they don't shield it. That absolutely obliterates. Earthquake would not have KO'd. Hyper Beam does KO. In comes Toxicroak. Skarmory gonna have a good time. Oh, it's very low. Maybe it won't have a good time. Okay, it's actually pretty low. So we're gonna see a Sky Attack. Gets the shield. Yeah, this... Unfortunately, the counter damage is gonna do too much, I think. So another Sky Attack will likely be shielded. No, actually, it's not shielded. But I think they could farm down with Dragon Breath, yeah. Unfortunate, but that's okay. Still came close to winning that one. Definitely a tough one, but still came pretty close. Yeah, I would say like in the beginning, I probably would have switched to Diggersby immediately, but the problem is they had like double counter uses, which you didn't know, so they still would have won anyway. But okay, Shadow Pinsir into Sableye. Okay, doing a lot of damage. They're both taking a lot of damage. Out comes X Scissors, so we're going to be doing quite a bit. We do see a shield there, very nice, able to pick up an early shield, going to go ahead and shield themselves. So this is going to be a foul play, makes sense. And we're going to see a switch into Shadow Zapdos. Now out comes Diggersby. So Diggersby, obviously, they can't really go for Thunderbolt. So Drill Peck going to be neutral, still going to do a lot of damage. Now here's the thing. Zapdos may not shield this because, again, Fire Punch is neutral, right? Fire Punch is neutral. And it would still do a decent amount. It's still a pretty good amount. Earthquake is resisted. They have to go for Hyper Beam. If they don't shield this, if they call like the Fire Punch or something. Oh my god, they don't shield. Goodbye, Zapdos. That's incredible. In comes Medicham. Now you can bring in Skarmory. Yeah, I would bring in Skarmory right now. And they are going to do that. So that is that's great that Hyper Beam landed. I wasn't sure if the opponent was going to shield or not. They decided that they were not going to shield. They did not think Hyper Beam. They were thinking Fire Punch. Great play. Out comes this Sky Attack right now from Skarmory. And that will pick up the shield. Very nice. Medicham still has play against Skarmory. Counter is neutral. Power Punch neutral. Boost counter as well. Ice Punch is neutral. So definitely does have some play. Or a lot of play, actually. Because look how low the Skarmory is. But Skarmory can shield this and go for a Sky Attack. We may see a switch to try and catch a move from that. He anticipated the switch, so he switched into Shadow Pinsir. So that was actually a beautiful switch. So, yeah, trying to farm down, able to do so, and going to be able to go for this X Scissor. Keep in mind, Skarmory does have an attack loaded, and this X Scissor is coming out, and that will be enough to KO with that beautiful shiny Shadow Pinsir. Well played. That was a great game. Anticipating the switch, not throwing the Sky Attack, switching into Shadow Pinsir. That was amazing. That was amazing. So going 3-2, but we still have one more game for you. So let's see how this game plays out. But yeah, that was a really good last game. So Shadow Pinsir into Altaria. Another bad matchup, obviously. Looks like he's staying in for now. Okay, staying in for right now. Gonna go ahead and go for the X Scissor. And this X Scissor just going to land. And I'll tell you, might go for the farm down. And, okay, another X Scissor coming out. And this is going to get the shield very nice. So the Altaria actually does decide to shield and does farm all the way down. In comes Skarmory. Altaria going to go ahead and go for a Sky Attack. I'm assuming it's a Sky Attack. Yep, will be Sky Attack. Will the Skarmory farm all the way down? I don't know. They're not going to be able to farm all the way down. They're going to have to go for a Sky Attack, but that's okay. Going to go ahead and take this one right now. And trying to get to it. Able to get to it. That Altaria did a lot of damage. It took out Pinsir. And it did a lot to Skarmory. So Altaria is finally going to go down. In comes Galvantula. Galvantula will farm down. Able to switch out. Oh, able to catch that move. Tell me this is not going to be a discharge. This is going to be a lunge. Oh, it is a discharge. Beautiful catch. So in comes Swampert. Oh my gosh. Will the Swampert shield this Hyper Beam? If the Swampert doesn't shield this Hyper Beam, they're probably going to win this one. Out comes the Hyper Beam. Tell me Swampert doesn't. They have to shield, right? Tell me Swampert doesn't... Oh my gosh! It doesn't KO, but able to farm down. That is incredible. Diggersby is going to be able to beat this Galvantula, I think. I mean, they still have a shield. Yeah, the opponent will leave. And that will be it for this one, guys. Have a good day. Bye.